They're having a consensual, incestuous relationship. So you think that's disgusting?
Well, that's fine. If they're not going to have kids, there's no reason for me to judge them.
So there's nothing wrong with a brother and a sister having sexual relations with each other?
Not if they're not going to have kids.
Totally normal?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Just checking.
Oh my gosh, dude. Just because it's two consenting adults is not enough. And isn't it funny that the Quack Pack guy, the Duck Dynasty guy, was pilloried for saying exactly this? He said, we legalize gay marriage. That's a sin in the Bible. What's next? Animals? There's going to be a domino effect where we don't have any rules. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, well, this is the thing. We have erased God. We've erased, family as sources of authority. There's no such thing as right and wrong anymore. Everything's become about relativism, It might not be your bag, incest that is, but it's your neighbors, Don't judge. Don't judge your neighbors. Live and let live. You know what? Live and let live is a great idea, but here's the thing. If my neighbor is murdering, if my neighbor is hurting their child, if my neighbor is sleeping with their child, no, I'm not going to just live and let live. I'm going to say, hell, that's wrong. And I think that as a society, we've become so damn afraid of calling out wrong, of calling out evil for what it is, and it's going to have really, really dire consequences going forward. Am I right? That's an Ezra Levant question, by the way.
If my neighbor is genitally mutilating her 8-year-old Muslim daughter, I care. That's in my society. If my neighbor is aborting her 3rd trimester baby, that's not her body, her choice. Yeah. That's my society's baby that you are murdering. And, I remember going to anarchist conferences as a teenager, and it was everything goes, especially in Canada, where we just sort of reboot the whole system, and you could love a dog, whatever you want. And a lot of the punks were single moms because they were poor, and a disproportionate number. So there'd be this workshop about sexuality, and then some tranny punk rocker would get up and talk about how 10-year-old boys are attractive, and we don't harbor their sexuality enough. And all these single moms would just go, choo, like steam coming out of their ears. They would attack these guys. And it's because they have kids. They're in the real world. Even though they were freaks, even though they were weird, they still had families. And the less we have families, the less we have kids, the less reality we're going to have, and the more tendency we're going to have to go off on a wild tangent like this.
Like what you just saw, well, I have a show every Thursday night. It's called On the Hunt, and you can watch the full episodes if you visit TheRebel.media and subscribe.